What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Eon here. Welcome back to the channel for the 6th episode of my Valhelsia 3 adventure. Enjoy the video. Hey everyone, before we get started with this episode, I just wanted to introduce you to my new Discord server. It's called Eon's Gaming Lounge. It's an ever-growing community and I'd love for you to join. You can find the link in the description. Alrighty then guys, let's get started. I think we're finally going to utilize this Sky Island that I've been working on in past episodes. It's still nowhere near complete, but I think we're going to move our base up here in this episode. So, first order of business is we're actually going to have to go back to the base. The old base, because I need some dye. So I like concrete, and that's what we're going to be building out of today. Alright, we've made it up here, and I have all of the dye in my inventory. We got 16 light gray, 24 cyan, 56 gray, and a stack and a half of white. I don't know how much of this I'm going to use, but I have plenty of brain fart, plenty of gravel and sand, and I actually got silicone and glass in here too, because these material stonework factories can make an infinite amount of that as long as you supply it with power. And since we got this extra power generated in the last episode, I said why not? We're actually transferring about 160 FE and this generates about 500, so we still got plenty of leeway right there. Let's grab some of this. I don't know how much I just grabbed, but we're probably going to need more than that anyway. Put 4 in there, 4 in there. There's some of that, some of that. We need a little bit more. White. And a little bit more. Alright, perfect. So, we're then going to go back to the home island so we can go turn this concrete, change it from powder into regular concrete. Set this up in a past episode too. I'm just gonna, yeah, I can do that. Control Shift Q will drop whole stacks from your inventory at a time. There's a little bit sitting right here on top. I also got to toss in there. You're gonna see it's gonna start going through in just a second. There it goes. It's all starting to come through. Lots of concrete. Alright, I'm back with all my building materials. Just going to plop this chest down right here. Throw them all in there. You can see we have a pretty good bit of concrete. May need to craft up more later. I used this dye mixer that we made in the last episode to make all the dye, so we still have access to all of that if we need it. Anyway, I think we're going to do a little time lapse of me building. So sit back, relax, grab you a snack and a drink, and enjoy the show. As you can see, I've finished the building for now. We're going to add some more to it later. It looks a little strange right now because I want to use chisels and bits on a lot of this stuff, and that's currently unavailable because there's some kind of bug in the game where when I use it, it just freezes and won't let me edit that block anymore. And then the only way to break the block is by leaving the game or by exploding it with TNT, and I don't really want to deal with all that right now. So let's dig back down here, and I'm going to go get everything. I'm going to move back to the base because I want to start getting set up with refined storage. Alright, back up here. I'm just going to throw the rest of these blocks back in the storage chest. We may use them later, we may not. I don't know what we're going to do with this in the future, but the main things that I want for this are some glass and a bunch of silicone, and there's glass in there for some reason. I'll take this with me because we're going to need some more iron too. Let's head down to the base. Now we're going to get started with refined storage, which is like Applied Energistics 2 if you've ever seen that. It's basically a terminal or crafting grid that can store all of our items so we don't have to deal with these chests anymore. We don't have to deal with looking for stuff if we don't have it for a recipe. It'll all be in one central location. So to get started with this, we're going to need some quartz enriched iron. So we're going to need some iron and some quartz. Throw that all in there. We'll get 2 stacks. We'll hold on to that. And we got some more iron cooking up in here too. We're also going to need some processor bindings. I have a couple stacks of string and a stack of slime balls there. There we go. Got plenty of processor bindings. And these basic processors are these basic, improved, and advanced processors are the core components for this system. So what we're going to want to find is a ME storage controller, and we're looking for a light blue one. But it's a bit of an issue because I'm colorblind, so let me just come here and just type in controller. And the first one that pops up is the appropriate one. So we're going to need an advanced processor, which uses a diamond, processor binding, silicone, and redstone, and they cook that in a furnace. And some quartz enriched iron and a machine casing, which is just that. So I'll take the slate from quartz, and I'm going to need some diamonds, and we're going to also need some redstone. So we're going to grab this, we're going to grab this. I'm actually going to make 4 of these because I feel like I'm going to need some more in a minute. I'm going to grab a machine case, and I'm going to throw these in here. And then all I got to do is wait on one of these to finish cooking up. And that's going to be a controller, which is basically the heart of our thing. It's what makes everything run. It's what we connect to power. It's what you need for refined storage. Then we're also going to need a drive, a disk drive. So we're going to need another advanced processor, another machine casing, and a chest. I'm going to take this chest right here because I'm not going to need it anymore. And advanced processor, disk drive, machine casing, and boom, there we go. Then, once we got that, we're going to need a crafting grid, just like this. So we're going to need to make a grid, we're going to need advanced processor. The grid's going to use a couple improved processors, a construction core and a destruction core, which is simple enough if I have glowstone. I grabbed a bit of glowstone. I would have grabbed more, but there was a pillager in the nether, and it just happened to be the one with the banner on its head, and I did not want to start a raid next time I go to a village. I'm going to make, just going to go ahead and make almost a stack of these raw basic processors. I'll throw those in the furnace. Will they go in the furnace? They will not. Alright, well, I'll just throw them in there for now. And then I'm going to need another machine casing. I'm gonna need a couple improved processors, which means I'm gonna need some gold. And I can grab these real quick. Redstone. There we go. Actually, let me go make those last two, or last four. Actually, I only need 3 of those, because there we go. Grab these out real quick so that I can throw these in. Throw the redstone in there. Throw the iron in there. Piece of glowstone in here with one of these basic processors will give us some construction core. And then a piece of quartz with one of them will give us a destruction core. And then I need 2 of these. And that gives us a grid. We're going to have to upgrade this to a crafting grid because it's not going to allow us to craft stuff, it's just going to allow us to view items. So we're going to make a crafting table, and we already have the advanced processor, and there's our crafting grid. These are the 3 main components that we need, but in order to actually store stuff, we're going to need to get some storage disks to put inside the disk drive. And those storage disks, I'm gonna make another furnace real quick, because it'll just make things a little bit quicker. Plop it down on the floor right here. And grab some coal. Don't have a whole lot of it, but don't need a whole lot. Throw that in there with those. Because we're going to need a disk. And we have many different options. Each one of these can store up to 60, or up to whatever number it is. So this one's 1K, which is 1,000 items, 4K, 4,000, so on. And then you also have fluid storage, but we don't need that right now. We can't craft the creative storage disk because that's only for creative mode. And this works a lot similar to the ME system from Applied Energistics, but with these 1K or 64K or whatever, they're not limited by the number of types of items you can put in. So the 64K should do us perfectly fine for now. Like, it's obviously not going to store all the stuff we have in here, but we can hook up external storages to those and not have to worry about it. So we're going to need to make some storage parts. Grab a couple stacks of redstone for now. Okay. Then 4K. So let's make these flux cores. I need some flux dust. Just need 4 of it. There we go. Flux cores and a flux point. Put that in there for now. So this flux point I'm just going to use to power this. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and set it up down here so that I can get, just as long as these are touching, it forms multi-block structure. It doesn't matter in what orientation. Alright, got some of these drives. Nope, not drive, a disk. So we're going to need some more 4Ks. Alright, there's the last 4K. I'm going to use these to make 4 16Ks and a 64K. So there's our first 64K. Combine that with that, and we get a 64K storage disk. Now, we can throw that in the disk drive. That gives us 64,000 storage, and voila, we can store our items. Alright, everything's moved in here. We cannot currently craft another 64K because I am out of iron. Not completely out, I still have some ore, but it hasn't been processed. So, I think the next order of business is just to start moving stuff up there. Alright guys, I got all the machines from outside moved in except for the tree fluid extractor and all of our power generation, because I don't think I want that in here. I think I'm going to put it somewhere else in the future. But for now, this is what we got. We got our stonework factories that I'm going to have to put water and lava back into to get them working again. I used the carry on mod, which you just shift right click to carry these drawers in here. Got my dye mixer, and I got all my mechanism machines here, and then the dissolution chamber, which is super useful. And then our energizing orb, and then we got all of our items stored in here. We got 9,835 so far. That'll definitely fill up very quickly. Now, the last thing I want to do in this episode is turn this right here into our subscriber hall. And basically what this is going to be is anytime I get a new subscriber, I'm going to pick one each episode and I'm going to add them into the subscriber hall. So let's set this like so, and go there. Let's do the top one too, or this one over here too. Subscriber hall. Alright, I went and looked at it. My first subscriber, and from what I can tell, watches all my videos and comments on just about all of them, definitely likes them, is the Falling Penguin. So we're going to leave a sign here for the Falling Penguin. The Falling Penguin. Thanks a lot for subscribing, and I'm glad you're enjoying the content and hope you stick around for more. Alrighty then guys, I think that's going to wrap us up for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. And feel free to leave a comment letting me know what kind of future content you would like to see. Have a good day.